I implemented a step-by-step plan for myself for a clean house. It's a 6-week long plan and I'm halfway through. And I have learned a lot of things. I believe in taking small baby steps when it comes to changes, which is why I implemented a 6-week long plan instead of get your house in order on one weekend plan. I thought this was going to only be a clean house journey, but it is allowing me to learn a lot about myself. And some of the things that I've learned were pretty surprising. So I wanted to update you where I am halfway through the plan. What have I learned? What have I accomplished? And how is it going? So the first 2 weeks were pretty chill. I kept it easy for myself. It was like I'm testing the waters. I started taking out the trash in the morning and I implemented a half-hour daily cleaning in my routine, plus a couple of hours on the weekend to clean and declutter. For those 2 weeks, it didn't feel like a lot. I did see some progress, which gave me motivation, but it was the third week when I started to see significant changes. Changes not only in the way that my house looked, but also in the way I felt, which I thought I was gonna feel good, but it was actually the opposite. I actually started to get sick of thinking about cleaning. And the interesting thing was I wasn't cleaning so much, but I was thinking of cleaning a lot. So I decided that let me do something different. Let me get some positive motivation into myself. And one day I decided to decorate. So in case you haven't seen my video, I decorated my dining room. So I did a video about how to do a very quick, easy gallery wall. And then I ended up creating another gallery wall in my living room. Cleaning a space was just not giving me a sense of accomplishment. And what I realized about myself was I needed my space to look beautiful for me to feel accomplished. And now my living room literally looks like a home and garden magazine to me, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I thought that decorating my space will give me the motivation, which will make me feel good. And part of me did feel really good. But then there was another part of me that was extremely uncomfortable. Like my home did not feel like my home anymore. My home was a place with lots of mess, not a place that looked like a picture from a magazine. And this was one of the surprising things that I learned about myself. I had experienced it before. Earlier in my life, whenever I would clean, I would start to feel a little uncomfortable and I didn't really understand that feeling. But this time around, it was even stronger to a point where I was like, this is not my house. But then an even more interesting thing happened. I thought I was gonna feel this uncomfortable for a while, but within a few days, my discomfort started to decrease. So this was what was happening in the third week. Now I'm in my fourth week of my cleaning journey and I still feel a little bit of discomfort in this beautiful clean space, but it's not as much as it was last week. But I still had that issue of my mind just thinking about my house constantly. So yes, decorating gave me some level of motivation and sense of accomplishment, but my mind was still running wild where I was like, I need to clean this, I need to clean that, I can do this with my closet, I need to clean the room upstairs. There's a total of 8 rooms plus a closet in my balcony in my apartment. So there's a living room, dining room, kitchen, there's the bathroom, there's like an office / one of my daughter's rooms, there's a master bedroom, there's my other daughter's room, there's a bonus room. So a total of 8 rooms. And then I'm like, oh my God, I need to clean up the bonus room. I need to help her with her room. And my mind was just going all over the place. But then what happened was my brother and his family came to visit. And we were talking about burnout, where my brother mentioned about journaling, how journaling really helped him and that I should try it out. So even though we were talking about a different topic, I applied that to my mind and my cleaning journey. And I started journaling everything that I was thinking about the clean house. Everything that I wanted to do, everything that I thought about cleaning, I just dumped it into that journal, and that actually helped. So if you are on a cleaning journey, I highly recommend starting a cleaning journal where you can just start dumping things out, everything that is in your mind. Now, I don't know if I have ADHD, but I know my mind sometimes just gets all over the place, gets really overwhelmed, and journaling everything has been really helpful. The fourth most surprising and pleasant thing was that my house just started to stay clean. Now, the first 3 weeks I was consciously cleaning during the day because I wanted that half an hour dedicated time to doing a significant amount of cleaning. So what I started to do was I actually started to pick up after myself during the day. And I think that was another reason why I started getting sick of cleaning, because even though in my head I was like, I'm only doing half an hour of cleaning per day, I was actually cleaning a little bit here and there during the day. So cleaning was actually in my head all day long. But now in my 4th week, that sort of conscious effort to pick up after myself is starting to become an unconscious thing. Like, it's becoming more automatic for me, so I'm not getting as sick of it. Like, it's still there, but it's not as bad. So in my 4th week, I am starting to develop muscle memory, and my body is just starting to do things naturally, which is why I wanted to go on this journey, was to create good cleaning habits, because my mind gets very overwhelmed. So I wanted to create habits so that my body would just do things automatically and it wouldn't take up any of my mental space. So all of these things happened in the 3rd week. I went from feeling like I'm so sick of cleaning to, by the end of the week, I was like, I'm starting to get used to this. When I spent some extra time to decorate my place, I was extremely uncomfortable, but within a few days, I started to get a little bit more comfortable. Which brings me to my last lesson learned. I thought that by taking small steps, this would be easy, but it's actually not. Especially if you have a mind like mine, where I have a million thoughts and get overwhelmed, it's not gonna be easy, even if you take small steps. But the good thing about taking small steps is that it works, and it's gonna stick with you and it's gonna stay with you. If you take a huge step and try to clean your entire house over the weekend, or take vacation days to clean your entire house, because you haven't taken those small steps to build your routines, it's gonna go back to where it was before you cleaned it, the messy place. But even though I learned that small steps are still hard to do, what I also learned is that things get better. And this is just part of the process. Whenever you are on a new journey, things will be hard, but it gets better. And I think we need things to be a little bit hard, not too much, but just a little bit, so that when we accomplish what we set out to do, it's actually going to feel better than if it was too easy to do. So I know that right now I am still a little bit uncomfortable in a clean, beautiful space. Right now, it still takes some conscious effort to clean up after myself, to pick up after myself, but is going to get easier and easier. Now, whether everything becomes completely automatic in the next 3 weeks when my 6-week period is over, I don't know. Because even though the popular opinion is that habits take 30 days to develop, I actually read a book where it says that habits actually take 65 days to develop. And this was by a doctor who is dedicated to mental health. And the studies that she did, it turns out that it's actually 65 days. So maybe at the end of the 6-week period, I might not have everything built into a good sustainable routine. Maybe I might need a few more weeks, and it's okay. If you are on your cleaning journey, your habits might actually change in the middle of the journey. You might change your plan. And I did that. So I started taking out the trash in the morning after I dropped off one of my kids to school. I was like, I'm in motion. This is a time to just pick up the garbage and take it to the dumpster. But that was actually ruining my morning experience. My previous morning experience was dropping her off, coming home, turning on the coffee machine, making myself some coffee. It was just a very relaxing me time before I start my work day. So what I ended up doing is I have actually started to wake up a little bit early to do some warm-up exercises, because I am also going to soon start a health journey as soon as my clean house plan ends. But I'm already starting to take steps toward my health journey. So I'm waking up to do some warm-up exercises, and so my body is in motion, and then I just take the trash out at the end of my warm-up exercises. And then I come back, I drink tea, I started journaling a little bit in the morning, and then I get ready to get my daughter ready for school and drop her off. So now, after dropping her off, when I come back, I'm in a relaxed coffee breakfast kind of mood. So that's a new habit that I started last week. And one of the reasons why I did that was because summer is coming soon and she's not going to be going to school every single day. So what is going to happen to my habit when she's actually home? So I wanted to create a habit that would stick with me for a lifetime. So where am I right now? I have 8 rooms plus a closet in my house. Right now, my living room is clean, my dining room is clean, my kitchen is clean, and my bathroom is clean. And I'm taking steps during the day to maintain these 4 rooms. So I'm 50% done. And coincidentally, I'm also halfway through my clean house journey. And you won't believe that 3 weeks ago, my house was so messy that I would not let anyone step into my house. That's how messy it was. I was burned out. Every little thing felt like a chore. And luckily, around that time that I started my cleaning journey, things changed in my life that allowed me to get out of my burned out state. So I don't feel burned out anymore. But there are still good and bad days or good and bad moments, but I'm not at that place anymore where I just didn't want to do anything. And I'm relieved and happy to be out of that stage, and I never ever want to go back. So I will do another video talking about my experience feeling burned out and why and how I got out of it and I recovered. I hope that my cleaning journey of taking small steps motivates you to go on a cleaning journey or any journey for yourself, because I'm going to use the same sort of methods for my health journey or a financial business journey, a career journey, whatever I need to do for myself. It's going to be the same principles. Take small steps, change your plan if needed, find ways to stay motivated, and take care of yourself. I will update you guys in a week how things are going. Am I becoming even more comfortable? Have I tackled any other rooms in my house? So make sure to hit that bell notification so you get notified when I upload my next video. And I also do want to tell you about my burnout journey and how I recovered from it. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification. And if you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button. Thank you. Bye.